What's up guys, Matt here, and I'm bringing you the episode to Ghost Series. Episode 2, and the video that I promised you guys, like 18 minutes long, or 17. And let's get started. First story, Bloody Mary. I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna give you guys my reaction. She lived deep in the forest in a tiny cottage. They sold herbal remedies for a living folks living in the town nearby. Called her Bloody Mary, and she said she was a witch. None dare cross the old crown for fear that her crows would go dry. Their food stores rot away before winter. The children take sick of fever or any number of terrible things that any angry witch could do to her neighbors. I was just shorting this since it's super long. Okay, so basically, she will live in a cottage deep in the woods. She'll sell medicine to the villagers since their kids and people would get sick right away. And then little girls started disappearing in the village, and no one could find out where they went. And they searched the woods and everything, and they couldn't find the missing girls. And a few brave souls went to Mary, of course. And I'm not gonna say her full name because my friend got me paranoid, or afraid. So I ain't gonna say it. And they couldn't find any knowledge of her appearance. And then one day, from the Miller family. No, the Rose family. I don't know. Miller, Rose. Like the little girl stood up. She could hear something from the woods. She went. Like she got out of her bed and went to the woods, and her family woke up. Then the townspeople woke up too. They followed the little girl, and the little girl was being followed into the woods where Mary was playing this chant or like spell on her. And like basically they grabbed all their like pitchforks and everything, and they ran towards the witch, which was Mary. And well, they killed her. And they burned her. And if you chant her name 3 times in the mirror, she will grab you. She will grab you so locking in the mirror, and you will suffer the pain that she suffered from the villagers. Let's do another one. Let's see. I'm getting this from a website called American Folklore. Some shit, yeah. My internet is going slow. Come on, you're going super slow right now. And guys, if you're wondering, this is not the full game. This is just a demo. This was my first time playing Dragon Ball Z, like a first ever Dragon Ball Z game. So yeah, I know I suck, right? Alright. Let's see. X Murder Hollow. Let's see. Okay, this one sounds like a. Oh shit. Don't turn on the light. I'm like a little bit scared, guys. It's about to be 10:30 p.m. Down in my basement alone. I have the lights on, so she commandeered the room in the basement of her dorm. Soon as she realized she would have to pull an all-nighter in order to prepare for tomorrow's final exam. Her roommate Jenna liked to get to bed early, so she packed up everything she thought she would need and went downstairs to study some more. It was 2 o'clock when she realized that she left one of her textbooks upstairs on her bed. With a dramatic sigh, she rose and climbed the stairs slowly to her 3rd floor dorm room. The lights were dim in the long hallway. The old boards creaked under her weary tread. She reached her room and turned the handle as softly as she could, pushing the door open just enough to slip inside, so that the hall lights wouldn't wake her roommate. The room was filled with strange metallic smell. She found the bed, her arms breaking out into chills. There were strange feelings of malaise on the room, as if malevolent gaze were fixed upon her. It was a mind trick. The whole night was catching up with her. She could hear Jenna breathing on the far side of the room, a heavy sound, almost as she's been running. Jenna must have picked up a cold during the last tense week before finals. She crept along until she reached her bed, dropping among the covers the stray history textbook. In the silence, she could hear a steady drip, drip sound. She sighed silently. Facilities will have to come fix the sink in the bathroom again. Her fingers closed on the textbook. She picked it up softly and withdrew from the room as silently as she could. Relieved to be out of the room, she hurried back downstairs, collapsed into an overstuffed chair, and studied until 6 o'clock. She finally decided that was enough. If she slept upstairs now, she could get a couple of hours of sleep before her 9 o'clock exam. The first of the sun rays were beaming through the windows as she slowly slipped the door open, hoping not to awaken Jenna. Her nose was met by an earthly metallic smell as a second before her eyes registered the scene in her dorm room. Jenna was spread eagle on top of her bed against the far wall, her throat cut from ear to ear, her nightdress stained with blood. Two drops of blood fell from the saturated blanket with a drip noise that sounded like a leaky faucet. Scream after scream poured from her mouth, but she couldn't stop herself anymore. She could see wringing her hands all along the hallway. Doors slammed and 4 steps came down the passage. But in moments, other students had gathered at the doorway, and one of her friends gripped her arm with a shaking hand and pointed a trembling finger toward the wall. Her eyes widened in shock at what she saw. Then she fainted into her friend's arm. On the wall above her bed, running and her roommate's brothers, were the words, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?" Holy fuck, guys. What the fuck? Whoa. Like, what the fuck? That's just fucked up. Like, wow. Your own roommate just died and you didn't know about it. What the fuck? Man, that's some fucked up shit right there. I ain't turning on my lights no more. Well, turning them off, I should say. Let's see, Hatchman, The Hook, Jack-o'-lantern, La Mala Hora. Let's see. Man, guys, I'm like scared right now, so I'm trying to choose not the main scary ones. Oh my god, it's so long. Nah. Oh no. I ain't reading all that, guys. I'm sorry. My reading ain't that bad. Ain't that good, I should say. Oh no, that's too much for me. Too much for me in one day. I don't even want to read in class. Man, fuck it. Ah, what a dookie. Oh god, this is gonna drag. I know, guys. This internet is doo-doo. Came from La Garra. The flea market. I need that upgrade. Alright. freedom. Wait, the ghost in the alley? Oh, I'm interested in this one. Okay. Ghost in the alley. Rumors were rightful? Well, I don't know. About the alleyway behind the tavern. It was haunted, folks said. Haunted by ghosts of a young girl who had been found murdered in the same passage. People avoided the small street after dark, for the spirit was said to be a vengeful one. Of course, no one would name anyone whom the ghost had actually killed, but the tales were enough to keep people away from the alley at night. Fortunately for the owners of the tavern that back onto the alley, their front door faced a well-lit road, and so business was not slack. Then one night, while the tavern was full of drinkers, a nasty character named O'Hare wandered into the bar. Women and children were not safe in his presence, but especially not women. After O'Hare had consumed far too much alcohol, he suddenly announced to the bar that he seen a pretty young thing in the alley out back of the tavern. The bartender froze in the middle of polishing a glass, and the men around the bar exchanged covert glances. No one said a word, but everyone was thinking about the ghost of the vengeful young girl. Everyone in the bar looked down at their glasses as he stumbled to his feet. No one made a move to stop him, and there was a quiet air. Oh, he deserves what's coming to him. About the bar, O'Hare left the building. It's too bad that there isn't really a ghost. The bartender sitting down the shining glass and picking up another to polish. O'Hare sorely needed a lesson in human kindness and respect for others. In the moment, a horrible scream came from the alley. Everyone in the tavern looked up in shock and fear. Had there really been a ghost out there? Or was O'Hare up to his old trick and even now accosting one of their women folk? The man leapt to their feet and raced to the back door of the tavern. Pouring out to the street, they were met by an unnatural cold, and their eyes were dazzled by a blaze of light. The bartender thrust his way to the front crowd and saw the body of O'Hare lying in a pool of bright white light. His throat had been torn to pieces and blood was swelling out in gushes. Above him hovered a semi-transparent figure of a young girl. Her eyes gleaming with red fire, her mouth covered with blood. She glared down at her hair and then turned to look at the crowd. The spectre licked the blood from her lips thoughtfully, her eyes on the bartender's neck. Then she vanished, taking the light with her at their feet. O'Hare gasped out his last breath and died. The local authorities were summoned to deal with the body of O'Hare. Though skeptical at first, they were finally convinced that since there had been so many eyewitnesses who had seen the ghost hovering over the dying man, the bartender resigned his position the next morning and took a job across town. The memory of the ghost hungry stare at his neck, prompting him to look somewhere else for employment. What the fuck? Man, that's some creepy ass shit. What the fuck? Man, I can't even believe that. How can there be a ghost in the alley? Like, I heard of ghosts of being in a house, stuff like that, but I never heard about a ghost just being in the alley. Because wouldn't that be too dangerous? Well, let's say you're just driving by for the fucking alley and then I don't know where the fucking ghost comes out like, let me eat your dick off. Like, what the fuck? Like, girl, oh, let me rip off those titties, oh. Like, what the fuck? This is stupid. I didn't even find that one scary, guys. I don't think we have enough time for another one. Unless I could find a real short one. Let's see. Well, I could just tell you, like, a story that I straight up memorized, or know a little bit, that my cousin's cousin told everybody. He knows a lot of good stories, and I can't sleep for shit when he tells us one. Like, this is how people got Freddy Krueger, I guess. Like, there was this one kid that wouldn't sleep at all. This one, like, he was around 5 or 7. He wouldn't sleep at all. Because he had a feeling that if he slept, something bad would happen. He didn't know what, but he just knew something bad would happen. He would drink caffeine every day. Like, every 2 hours, so he could stay up and not fall asleep. I don't know what he did in his free time, but I don't want to know. And his parents got worried, so they took him to the hospital to see if there was something wrong with him. And of course, there was nothing wrong with him. They just asked him questions and why he didn't want to sleep. He didn't respond to the questions. And one day, he was drinking his coffee. But the thing is, his mom, his parents prepared the coffee for him. Well, the kid didn't know that within the coffee, they put sleeping pills. Like, they put it within the coffee so it dissolved in it. And the kid fell asleep, of course, because with those pills, you can't stay awake. Not even with medicine or a shot. And the next day, well, pretty much the kid was right. He woke up dead. He like literally woke up dead, blood everywhere, and his parents were basically, you could blame his parents, and he knew what was going to happen. He didn't know like what exactly was going to happen, but all he knew was he's going to sleep. He slept, something bad was going to happen. He knew. His parents just were too worried that he fell asleep and their son woke up dead. Now, wow. Like, that one I sort of do believe, but at the same time I don't. Like I don't know what killed him. Probably he knew, like, he felt the demon's presence. Because there's some people that could feel, like, talk to ghosts and stuff like that. I met someone like that before. And well, we're running out of time, guys. I'm sorry. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 stories. And stay tuned for next Friday for episode 3 of Ghost Stories. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here. And let's go for 5 likes, guys. I don't really want to go for 10 because I think that's too much. And ooh, killer.
Totally lost it.